Cool. All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Jason. And thanks to everyone that's commenting and calling me a Kiwi and all of that. And yeah, what Jason said is completely correct. It was quite interesting. I remember I was up at 5 a.m. and completely tired out of the blue, and then Jason wanted a Skype call, and I just wanted to go to bed. So, but it was good we could get it sorted, and I'm here now to talk about Facebook applications. So, Facebook applications are a really new part of Facebook. They're a part that, or they're not a new part, but they're a part that is going in more and more into marketing, and from our standpoint as internet marketers or people online, they are really, really new, and the way that we're starting to use them is really new as well. So we're going to jump right in and get into all that. So in today's webinar, what we're going to go into is what Facebook applications are. We're also going to go into how they can be used and the best way to use Facebook applications to make money. Okay, so it should be really good. Now, to give you a bit of background about me, I've been in offline marketing that's dealing with local businesses, helping local businesses for probably about the last 4 years now. Okay, I started off when I was about 19, and I've gone all the way through with a number of the companies. Now, companies regularly send me checks on a monthly basis, and that's one of the reasons that I want to show you the fact that they do send me checks here. And they pay me up to 6 figures yearly to help them with their local marketing, because local businesses right now need customers, they need help, and we're able to help them do that. And that's really how I've got my start into, I guess, offline marketing, helping businesses. So let me introduce you to someone who is someone who we've got to know really well, but someone who's actually gone out and started using these applications in the right type of way and really started to boost his business as a result. Now, Mo Goulet is a member who I've known now since about January. And Mo started, he got right into the information, and he started just using Facebook with local businesses. Now, just Facebook, not providing any other services. And out of that, he's been able to produce an income for himself of $20,000 every single month with Facebook, helping these local businesses get customers. And as a result of that, now he's seen in his local area as really the hero. Okay, everyone goes to Mo as a result of wanting to get information about Facebook and wanting to get all this and wanting to find out where they can get more customers over Facebook, and he's able to provide a simple solution to them. So let's take a little look about at least why businesses are so eager to pay Mo. Now, when you look at this page, everyone get on that in the chat, and when you look at this page, what's one of the things that you see? What's one of the problems, or one of the things that would stand out for you that may be a problem with this particular business trying to get on Facebook? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Now, as you can see here, the page in itself only has about 30 likes. Okay, now this is a Facebook business page. Okay, this is a Facebook page that a business had tried to get onto Facebook, and they've tried to promote through Facebook. But what the problem is the fact that they don't have enough likes. Also, the problem is that they haven't actually updated their page recently. And chances are, what we see regularly in business is that we see. I'm just getting Mary saying that she can only see the intro screen. Is that? Okay, cool. I think everyone can see the other one. I'm getting messages, so that's cool. And one of the problems with this is the fact that they don't have any likes, they don't have any, there's no potential to get any customers, and the chance is this particular business, just like these other businesses, have simply gone on Facebook. They've simply started a page on a slow day in an effort to try and get new customers through their door as a result of other methods not working for them. Now, local marketing is basically helping local businesses get customers, and businesses need to get customers, obviously, because they need people through their door. So that's how we help them to get customers, okay? And Jeremy's saying that I'm cutting out slightly. Is everyone else hearing? Click 1 if everything's okay with where you're at. Cool. Okay, I'm getting a number of ones. So if that's the case, if I am cutting out, if there's any problems, just make sure that you sign out, sign back on, and that should refresh GoToWebinar. There's been a few issues recently with GoToWebinar for some weird reason, but thanks everyone for helping. Cool. And this is another example of just a business locally. And these are all over the place. This is not like one thing. This is a continuing trend that all these businesses, they hear Facebook on the news, they hear people talking about Facebook, they understand that everyone's on Facebook, they may have a Facebook profile page themselves, and they want to get up and they want to be able to get on Facebook. They simply try and do it, but they don't have any success. And as a result, many of them actually just give up. So what this gives us the opportunity to do as people who know online, or people that have the ability to get them customers through Facebook, get them those likes, get people to their page, it allows us the opportunity to feel or to be able to provide them a service which is going to be really, really useful, and also to help them with that local marketing presence. And as a result, businesses are in need of that, so they'll come looking for us. Okay, now I've used this photo mainly because I couldn't find any others that would portray, I guess, a local marketing hero, because that's what we really are to these local businesses, and it's really, really cool. So this is how it all started for me. Now I'm going to get into the Facebook application side of things, and I'm going to also go into, for those of you who may not know so much about Facebook, how Facebook works, I'm going to touch on that just so you're sure about how this all works and how Facebook applications really have the ability to jolt a page within a very short period of time and get mass exposure. Okay, and Mary's saying that she can see now, so that's fantastic, Mary. Thanks for letting me know. That's cool. So this is I've been online for the past year. As Jason said, I've been basically stalking him to get a webinar, because I've been working on Facebook for the last wee while and trying everything I possibly could. And there's one method that really, really has stuck. And what actually happened is, this was back in January. I was getting a bit more known for some of the fan page information that I was putting out there, for some of the stuff I was doing on Facebook, and I was invited to a number of speaking events. And as a result, I was getting more known. And when you get more known, just as Jason said, a lot of people come looking to partner with you. They come looking to be a part of what you're doing, or show you what they're doing. Whether it's from a perspective of, hey, look at me, look what I'm doing, or whether it's from a perspective of, hey, I would like to join you and see what we can do together. So I was becoming a wee bit more known. And as a result of that, I was getting continuously hit with more people trying to work with me. And one particular person in particular, or one person in particular, I should say, got my attention. And that was a 19-year-old who messaged me on Skype. It was on a Saturday afternoon. I was literally on Skype myself, just looking through the stuff, and he sent me a message, and he said that he had something really special that he wanted to share with me. He had seen me on the Warrior Forum. He had seen some of my information. He had read some of it. He liked it, and he said he wanted to show me what he was doing. And as you can see here, he sent me a screenshot. This was the first thing he sent me. He didn't tell me what he was doing. He just sent me a screenshot to show that he was serious about what he was doing. And as you can see here, in one day, he was able to make $22,000 over Facebook. Okay, now click 1 if you've never heard of anyone making $22,000 in a day on Facebook. I'm getting all sorts of ones. Yeah, and exactly. And I had never heard of this either. I had never. The most I'd heard was $30,000 in 30 days. So this blew that completely away, and it blew my mind as well. And instantly, you probably imagine I was asking questions, as you would as well. I was saying, well, how are you doing this? How are you able to drive this much traffic? And he said, well, I'm using Facebook applications for marketing purposes. And I thought, well, that's cool, but what are Facebook applications? Aren't they just like games like Farmville? Aren't they games like, who's heard of, what's another game on Facebook? Farmville, Mafia Wars, and there's one other that I continuously play, Zoo. I just said Zoo. Poker. Poker is the other one that I really enjoy over Facebook. And we've got Cafe World coming up. Yeah, these are examples of applications. They're games in Facebook, and that's all I thought they were. And Bejeweled, Sam saying, that's cool. And that's what I thought they were. I thought they were just games. That's all their applications were, and there wasn't really any ability to earn money through them unless you're using advertising or doing what those big companies who own these games actually do. But he was saying, no, this is actually how I'm doing it. I'm doing it with Facebook applications, with marketing applications in the right type of way. And at that stage, I said, that's great. I would love to have you on for a webinar. I'd love to share this with the people who are in some of our courses learning about Facebook. This would be fantastic information. But there's one thing that I need you to do. I said, if this is working, if these screenshots are real, if everything you're telling me is real, then you'll be able to do this right away. Okay, you'll be able to start up one of these applications tonight, and you'll be able to show me exactly how it does. And usually that is enough for people to say, well, okay, maybe I was not completely correct, or maybe something's changed. But this particular person, he really surprised me, because what he came back with is he said, fine, okay, I'll start up one of these applications right now and show you. Okay, one of these Facebook applications. And at the time, I was still in the mindset that, well, Facebook pages are the only way that you can make money over Facebook. And at the time, that was my main focus. And he showed me within 15 minutes' time that he made $109. This is the actual Skype conversation that we were having at the time. Okay, this is back in January. And what happened is he started this application, and he ran it for 50 minutes. After 30 minutes, he hadn't actually done anything. And this was... and then after that, he was able, after just 50 minutes, $109 came in. And that week, that next 7 days, he actually brought in $3,000, and I gave him an invite to come down for Christmas dinner, or what was it? I had an event down here, or it was in February. I had something on, and I said, hey, come down, and he actually came down and stayed with us. But the big thing was that this 19-year-old, he was making his money with affiliate marketing offers. And while this was fantastic, I thought it was great, it wasn't really what I was doing. And my main focus is helping offline businesses. But what I realized at that time is that if this was applied to offline businesses in the right way, then it will be an absolute game changer. The companies that I was dealing with, this would blow their competitors out of the water. This would really change what we were able to provide them in the best kind of way and really jolt their presence up, jolt the customers they're getting, because there was such a need. And so I began to work with this tool with clients of mine, and then we started to see some really, really cool results. And as a result, from that, we've tweaked and improved it to the stage where really anyone can get a hold of these customized applications and create them literally within 60 seconds, which is really, really cool. So I want to show you exactly what one of these applications is. I want to show you an example of this. So if you want to go to this domain right now, I've got this on the screen, everyone can see it. It's fbcash.com/tasting. And this is an example of an application that has been set up for a local business. And I want to show you this because it's important that you go through this yourself, you understand what a marketing application is. This is a basic marketing application that I literally started up before this webinar, and so you can go through that. So what I want you to do is push 1 on the buzzer. Let me know that you've gone through the application, and then we'll see. And there's a few things that are going to happen while you go through that application. Cool, I'm getting some ones. Joshua's gone through, Robin's gone through, Jeff, Lane, Thomas, Mike, Clarence, excellent. Beth, fantastic, that's cool. Jen, excellent, and that's fantastic. Mitch is going through as well. Cool, we're getting a ton of people going through that, which is great. And what you've seen, obviously, is you've seen that we've got, first of all, inside of Facebook, and what we've got is, Don is asking what the address is again, so I'll just go back. It's fbcash.com/tasting. Cool, okay. And I'll post the URL. That's a good suggestion. I'll make sure that everyone can get this. So what I'll do is I'll just type this in while you're looking at this right here, and I'll make sure that I can get this out to everyone. Okay, Donna's posted it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, only we see that though, Sam. I'll post the URL.
Oh, okay, I've sent it all, I think.
Oh, you got it? Okay, cool.
Maybe. Yeah, I think I got it. Cool. So this is an example of what one of these applications is, okay? And if you've gone through it, you've already seen this. But what it is we've got, hey, join us now, okay? We've started up a local business application, and we've added our image. And then what we've done is from there, the next step is that the application requests permission. Okay, so it requests permission, and in this permission, we can capture a number of different details. Now, you'll know on Facebook that if we go to Facebook right now, I'll just go to Facebook to show you exactly what happens. If I go to here and I go over to Facebook. Now, the way Facebook works, it's a social network, okay? So obviously, we have our own profile page. This is an example of my profile page here, my personal profile page, and everyone has one of these on Facebook. So this is where we get to see who our friends are. We get to post on our wall. We get to engage with friends on our wall as well. And every action that we take on this wall, say look, I posted this image, which was quite a funny image the other day. I posted this, and as a result, everyone was able to see it in their news feed. All of my 1,188 friends or whatever I have were able to see that particular update. And just as my friends here, I can see these updates as well. So basically, when any actions are taken, then this happens. And as you can see right here, John's just gone through this application, and this is what it looks like now as a result of going through this application. That's because the right permission went through. Thank you for going through, John. It's perfect for example purposes. But so this is what it shows up as. And unlike a page or unlike anything else like that, and Jason's just posted on my wall, I believe, as well. Cool. And then that's what happens. So we can also see that there are a number of other posts that have come through, and Jason's, because he's messaged on my wall, he's been able to obviously, my friends and his friends can see that action as well. And Jason's liked it as a result of seeing that. And as you can see, it's a really viral type network. And any of these updates can be seen by any of my friends. And this is how Facebook works. So, and you can see there's a number of messages coming through as well now. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to go back to these slides, and we'll continue on with this as more people comment all around Facebook. And so what's happened basically is when John went through this application, he went through the permission, and then he went and posted on his wall. He decided to publish this on his wall, and because it was something that he wanted to share, and because it was something that was he felt was interesting to his friends, or because maybe we had a local business we had set up locally, it was an event that we really were looking forward to, or that the people were looking forward to, so they've shared it with their friends, and as a result, their friends have seen it, they've been able to go through the application, share it as well, and this is how it can really create that viral spread. Now, this is just exactly what that 19-year-old was doing with his applications, and that he showed me how he was doing it, and we started applying this to local businesses and seeing the exact same results. Except, obviously not. He got 500,000 hits in one day from one of his applications, and we haven't yet reached that, but I'm going to show you a couple of pages very soon who have done just that with applications recently. Now, I'm getting a number of questions, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer those questions at some point through the presentation. I'm just seeing if there's any that apply here. Now, if you're having trouble with secure browsing, which can happen, I'll say at the end how to solve that and how we can get around that with these applications as well. And also, Thomas is just saying you have to shut off the security settings. There are ways that we can actually set up these applications so they are secure, so that's not a problem. I set this one up on a normal host, but I'll go into that later on. And cool, Thomas is saying good. Okay, so and Ray is saying that he's having a bit of trouble understanding. So basically, Ray, what's happened here, and it's important that we all understand this, we're on the same page, is that because Facebook is a viral network, everyone has a news feed, everyone has a profile page. When we take an action, it's shared it's shared in our news feed for all of our friends to see, okay, or in the news feed or their news feed for for them to see if they're a friend of ours. So any action we take, so if we go through an application or we go through or like a page, any type of action, it shows up in that news feed. The main benefit with these applications, and the main benefit that you've just seen here with John, is the fact that they show up really quite large. And also what I haven't mentioned is that you can also build a list through these permissions. Now, everyone who went through that application just before, you're now on my email list because you went through the application, and then what happened is I was able to capture your email address and email you out as a result of this permission. Now, if you're clear on the permission, say 1. If you would like me to explain it more, then click 2, because it's important we understand this one factor here. Okay, I'm getting a number of 1s. I'm getting a few 2s. Okay, cool. I'm getting a mixture. So what I'll do is I'll just cover this permission once again.
Can I cover it real quick, Sam, with the way that I sell it?
Yeah, sure.
Basically, with one click, he got your email address. that's what he did. Okay. And if he wished to, he got your name, your full name, your gender, your interest. But we'll leave that conversation for a little bit later. But yeah. So now you can actually explain it more in depth, Sam. But basically, when you clicked allowed, he got your Facebook email address.
Yeah, cool. And that's because you've obviously given those details to Facebook already. And then all we've done is Facebook has given us a way to extract that from Facebook for our own uses. And in this case, for this particular application, we've been able to extract that data from Facebook, and they've allowed us to do that, and it's completely okay to do that from Facebook and use it to capture an email address, and as Jason said as well, capture all those different details about an individual as well as post on the wall. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and can I mention a couple more quick things?
And what we'll do now is move on.
Sam?
Yeah, go for it.
First of all, you see, can you go back to that slide real quick? I think this is such a critical point. I want to spend a little bit more time on it. Where he says on request for permission, send me email. Wines tasting night invite may email me directly at sam@likelifemarketing.com, right?
Yeah.
So this email address is very valuable. As opposed to a normal autoresponder email address, you might fill a form out. You might use your secondary or your third or your fourth or your fifth preferred email address because you don't want it to go to your email. Well, this email is more valuable because it's the same email you use with Facebook. Now, you yourself, if you're worried about accepting apps and people adding you to their list like crazy, you can click change and set up a Facebook proxy. Now, here's what's interesting. Nobody does that. Your customers that you market to on Facebook, they don't do that. You want to know why? Here's why. Because they have installed so many stupid game apps and dumb things in the past, quizzes, which celebrity are you like, etc., that they have become blind to this request for permission. To them, it's like an automatic, okay, allow, click. And so your chances of building a list this way are about 10 times greater than traditional email squeeze page marketing. Because A, they don't have to fill in a name or an email. B, you're getting their best email address. And C, it's an application. It's not an opt-in form. So this is very easy to build a list. And it has its purposes online, like Sam was talking about earlier with affiliate marketing. But offline, it's even more powerful for local businesses.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way of putting it. That's definitely something as well. The fact that it is their main email address, people use their main email address over Facebook is such an important point. That's cool. All right, cool. I'll move on now to this particular slide. So this was just 2 days ago. I was literally looking on Alexa. Now, who knows Alexa? If you know of Alexa, push 1. It's a really, really cool tool. If you don't know of Alexa already, you should be looking at this. Okay, I'm getting a number of ones, so everyone seems to know about Alexa. Alexa, it has this section which is hot URLs, and that basically shows a number of the top pages for that particular day around the world that Alexa takes. Now, it takes its information from toolbars, all of that, but what it does is it basically just gives us an indication of what are the most popular pages around. And then after that, what we can do is we can see, well, hey, what's the most popular pages? So I was looking at Alexa purely by chance. This is a place that I like to go because it's cool to keep up with what's happening. I get a lot of news from there, and it's really good to see what kind of things are popular for the day. But what I saw just 2 days ago is this, okay? If you can see this clearly, these are two applications, two Facebook applications which have had so much traffic go through them and so many people go and like them or go through them that they've managed to get up on Alexa. This was about, I think they were 5th and 6th on Alexa, which is pretty crazy because the amount of traffic that they would have to get there is quite significant. And if we have a look at it now, this was after I did a video. I filmed the video, then I realized that I hadn't taken a screenshot to show you, so I took a screenshot of the video that I filmed. But if you can see this is a request for permission. Okay, so this is a person who is using one of these applications, a business, I should say, that's using one of these applications to drive a ton of traffic back to their page. Now, what they've decided to do is, as you saw on the example that I showed you just before, what we have is we have the splash page, which has some sort of motivating factor for them to get into, for them to go through the application and get to the other side. And if you don't know, yeah, Janice, that's correct. That's how you spell Alexa. So what this company's done is they've had that. What they've done is they've said it's a herbal giveaway, and they're offering a giveaway with that application. So if you go through this application, then you have access to get, I believe it was a coupon or some sort of special deal. But what this company saw is that their fans just catapulted. I remember I was refreshing the page, and every couple of seconds that I was refreshing the page, 30 new people were joining this page. Okay, they were going through the application, and they were getting access to what was on the other side. And this application had gone viral. Okay, I'm not sure what the page started off with, but when I saw it, it was on about 500,000 people who had liked the page. Now, if you visit this page, there would have been far more than that. Okay, there's probably even more because it just continued to grow as a result of this, just because of that viral exposure that happened from everyone sharing over Facebook. Now, you saw when we went on to my page before, we saw the interaction that was happening. This is exactly what was happening on this particular page. It was spreading at such a rate that that it really just took off, and suddenly we had a ton of, this business had a ton of exposure with people that it wouldn't have really had before. Now, I know that I would have never seen this herbal giveaway site if I hadn't have actually gone through and seen how popular, if it hadn't gone into Alexa, and a number of people would never have seen it had they have not gone through this application. So this is what these applications can produce, and it's all for free as well. It's not like it's PPC or anything like that. They can produce a sudden jolt in the amount of fans that you have to a page, or the amount of people you have in your email database. Now, it's important that I say also that these applications, they can be used in conjunction with the page, as I'm going to show you very shortly. So you can use them with Facebook fan pages, or you can use them by themselves. Okay, so you don't need a Facebook fan page to run the application. You can simply go and post the link wherever you want, and then have people go through that link, and then have that viral effect start to happen. So, and this is why businesses are really requesting our help, okay? Because with this application in hand, it does give us the power, it does give us a powerful tool to give them what they're looking for, and that's exposure through Facebook, okay? They want mass exposure through Facebook because they're starting to understand that, hey, the old methods like Yellow Pages and radio advertising, magazines, all of that stuff is not working as well as it once did. And a lot of the time, they're not bringing a return on investment. And I'll go over very soon about some of the results, some of the testing results that we've had with businesses where we apply traditional methods to, opposed to newer methods. Okay. And businesses, they want to be able to tap into Facebook. Even just this week, I was talking with someone who is an offline consultant. Okay, what he does is he helps big businesses. He helps Fortune 500 companies. And these businesses are directing massive budgets where he is, okay, directing much of their marketing budgets to trying to tap into Facebook because they know that that's where everyone is. So applications can be used on their own or in conjunction with the fan page, as I said just before, and this is really the difference between fan pages versus applications. Now, fan pages are fantastic, and they should be used by a business in every single way that they possibly can be, but applications, I want you to think of applications as a tool to help advance that fan page, or a tool to help build that business's exposure or that business's list, or the amount of customers or amount of people that go to a particular event at a certain time. So you saw before the link on the wall. It was posted. Both of them do that, newsfeed communication, custom URL, all of that. When it gets to capture Facebook email, the difference between a Facebook fan page and an application, which is very important, is the fact that with a fan page, you need to put some sort of opt-in on it, okay? If you want to capture an email address, the person has to take another action. Whereas with a fan page, as Jason explained before, within a couple of clicks, you've suddenly captured their email address into your autoresponder, and then you can promote to them in future as many times as you'd like, okay, as long as they're on your email list. Now they can opt out, as Jason said, they can change their proxy, but people are not doing that because, hey, they use applications for games. They're used to going through these applications now, and they find that, hey, it's not one of these, it's not a big deal to go through these applications and give up their email. And also we have the ability to tap into Facebook events, images to be posted on the wall, redirects to external websites. So unlike a fan page, we can actually take people directly from Facebook within a couple of clicks to a web page. Now, David's just asking, to get email in this way is legal or not. Now, it's completely legal because you're asking for their permission. So there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And, yeah, we're getting a couple of more questions. Now, if the questions are relevant to the slide, then I'll answer them. Otherwise, we'll cover them at the end, and we'll have a big questions answers session there, so it'll be cool. And also, you get the ability to capture their email. So one of the things that we do also is we capture the demographics of people who are going through these particular applications, and in doing that, we get a good indication of, hey, who's visiting, going through the applications, what's their demographic, what type of people are going through, and we can get a lot of data from that, which is useful for promoting and marketing in future, which is really, really cool. All right, and this is the main difference on the wall post. This is something that I wanted to emphasize mainly because it does make such a difference. This is because applications, as you can see on the right, and this is fan pages on the left, this is applications on the right. So you saw this before. We had John go through this application, and it posted on to his wall, and it showed up in my news feed, and this is what it showed up as, okay? It was quite a big link. Whereas with fan pages at the moment, they allow you to just have one smaller link, okay? It's a smaller link, so it's easier to miss, and they even get hidden if someone's liked more than a few pages. But with applications, because it's so much larger, they really are hard to miss, okay? You can obviously see them as a big image, and you're drawn to them in your newsfeed, and that's why they grow so fast, and that's why these viral applications can spread to so many users on Facebook within a very short period of time. So as great as these applications are, as with anything, though, they are useless if you don't have a hungry market. Like, it's all great having one of these applications and being able to spread ideas, but if you're not able to tap into the right type of market who are going to obviously pay you money for this or give you money for something, then it's going to be useless. Okay, it's just like if you had a Ferrari without any petrol or without any gas, and you're versing a tortoise, the tortoise would still win as a result of, hey, this great tool not having any juice, okay, not having that, or not being in a hungry type of market, as that analogy works. So traffic generating tool, this traffic generating tool plus a big hungry market is going to equal money, basically. And the biggest, or I could ask, what's the biggest, hungriest market right now online right now? Okay, and it's not any of the other traditional marketing that's often pushed, not CPA marketing, affiliate marketing, ClickBank, any of those markets. Local business marketing right now is huge because of the reasons that I've explained before, because businesses are having these issues. Okay, there's a real need, and they really need trouble. And as Don is saying, real estate agents, they are starving, and that's totally correct. A lot of these businesses are, and a lot of these businesses are really, really having trouble, and they need a way to tap into their customers on Facebook. I was just in a meeting the other day. We had a workshop, and the same thing happened. There was a lot of people in that workshop who did run businesses. They own businesses, but their problem was that they were doing all this traditional marketing. They were spending a lot of money, and they were just hitting wall after wall after wall, and they wanted a way to be able to tap into their customers. And even though some of their online marketing was having a lot of trouble, and they saw Facebook as the opportunity to do that, and saying that I'm a starving real estate agent right now. And that's the reality. That's what's going on at the moment. And I was reading in the newspaper just 3 days ago. It's on the front page that people are more well educated than they've ever been. People are I guess, but people are more poor as well. And as a result of that, business is down by 40% in a recent study they did here in New Zealand. And I'm not sure how it is in America, but I'm sure it's similar. Okay, the stats are probably similar. That business is down as a result of that. People don't have as much money, and businesses are only down because they're not sure how to access that clientele, or the customers that they really want to get access to. So what you have the opportunity to do is really become a hero for local businesses that need help getting customers. And I mean, that's one of the best parts of this. That with a tool like this, you really have an opportunity to be able to help these businesses, and that's one of the enjoying parts, or one of the parts of what I do that I enjoy. That I'm able to actually help these businesses and see that they are really able, that we're really able to help them and help them. So, as I've said, the reality for businesses is that they need a way to get customers. But businesses' perception right now of Facebook applications are that some of them do know about Facebook applications, some of them know about Facebook pages, but they think that they are unattainable, or that they are really reserved for big companies. Okay, they're reserved for Coca-Cola, McDonald's, AT&T, these bigger companies who have money to spend on them. And at first, before I knew about Facebook applications, as I said before, when I was playing these games, I thought, well, you know, I don't know if I could ever create one of those. I don't know if I could ever be able to have one of those or attain one of those for my clients, because, hey, surely it costs thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to have one of these up, because it's an application. And you only see the big companies really using these. And we started to see this as well. We started to see TELUS. Okay, TELUS was using an application. This was one of the first applications, marketing applications, that I saw. So I started to see that, well, you know, bigger businesses are using these, but they're really, really working. So if there's a way to actually use these, then it would be really, really cool. And this started to happen after TELUS. I saw TELUS, they had this application which created profiles pink. Okay, this was just an application that created profiles pink. People went through it, and then they could create profiles that could turn their profile pink. And I went through it as well, and I turned my profile pink, and I felt good about that. And as a result, TELUS went from 0 to 250,000 fans within a 2-week period. And this business valued this so much. Okay, they valued their fans so much. They valued getting exposure so much. So they actually spent $300,000 for this particular application. Okay, what happened is every person who went through the application, they donated $1 to Breast Cancer Week. And 250,000 people is a lot of people to go through an application. So they ended up spending a lot of money, but for them, it was worth it, because they understood that Facebook is where everyone is. They wanted to extend themselves, and before this, I didn't know who TELUS was. And I'm sure a lot of their fans didn't, but now they're aware of TELUS, and I get to see their updates in my newsfeed, and also they've got my email address, so they can promote to me at any time. And so what we did is we decided that, hey, well, let's look at this from the perspective of if we could solve this problem for businesses, if we could allow any business to be able to attain one of these Facebook applications, okay, or be able to get similar promotion over Facebook, then we would be solving a huge problem, and as a result, we'll be able to get paid for that. And right now, according to the stats that we have, and I'll show you them in just a second, there are 100 million businesses around the world, and all of them are fighting for more customers. Okay, 100 million is a huge market, and that's what I said before as well about this being the biggest market out there for these types of things. Okay, local business marketing is huge, and there are so many businesses that need this right now. So we decided that we'd develop a software, and as Jason said at the start of his presentation, we developed a software that was simple, that brings applications to millions of small and medium-sized businesses with ease, and do it in such a way that they're going to beat down your door just to get a piece of the action. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. If I go across now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example of one of these applications in action, one of these application generators in action. Now, if I go back to my my Facebook page, obviously there's more updates happening, more communication happening. But I'll show you this quick example here. And this is the application generator which we developed so we could create these applications in literally a matter of seconds. And this is what I was so excited to show Jason as well, that the fact that, hey, that this was now attainable, and we were really excited about this because we're starting to use it more and more with our clients. So this is the generator here, and what I'll do is I'm just going to go through and show you how we generate one of these applications, how we generate one of these viral applications. Now, I'm going to generate the exact same application that you went through just before, okay? So what I'll do is I'll just get an image here. We'll paste this in. And paste the URL in here. So this URL, what I've done is I've basically used a website to upload the image to a hosting account. Now, click 1 if you know how to post or upload an image to a hosting account. It's one of the most basic skills that we need as online marketers. So I'm getting a number of 1s. Excellent, that's fantastic. We're getting some 2s. Now, if you don't know about it, don't worry. It's not difficult because there are so many people that know about this. It's very simple to learn, very easy. And I'm getting a 3 from Win. Wynn's my business partner, so hey, Wynn. So what we're going to do is we'll go next after doing this. That's done. And now we need the reward content. Now that front-end image was the first image that they see. Okay, so that's the first image that they see. And now the reward content is the image that they see or the content that they see after going through that permission. Okay, so this is the reward content. And this is where you'll either add in a coupon for a business or, for example, you know those businesses that I showed you that were up on Alexa. The big thing with them is that they had a coupon on the other side where they actually caught more data about those particular people going through. So they had a reward image there as well. So this is the reward. So this is what we're giving them as a result of going through. So we'll give an example. Say if we were a cafe and we had, say, a 2-for-1 coffee on a Saturday, then this is the 2-for-1 coupon that people could bring in store and redeem their 2-for-1 coffees. Okay, that's an example of how it would be done. So again, it's just a matter of adding the image, and we add the reward image here, and then there we go. Wynn's Chile Bar now has a whiskey tasting event on the 18th of June, which people are invited to. Okay, and they can print out this and bring it in to get an invite to that tasting event. And now we'll go next. Then we select the permissions. Now, you remember the permission, which is obviously once people go through the application, when you went through the application, you saw that there was a permission which said, would you like to allow? Now, we can choose what we want, what data, what information we want to get from people going through that permission. So now what I've done is I've actually caught everyone's email who went through the application, and we also had post on wall. So what we've done is we've auto-ticked this publish stream. Now, this publish stream, don't worry about the technical term publish stream. It really is just, would you like this application to post on the wall of people who go through it? Okay, that's all it is. So that's what this is here. So we've auto-ticked that, and then we just need to select email. And I've done that. And the great thing about this is we can select any other permissions we want. We can select to integrate with Facebook events if we wanted to. We can capture interests. We can have them auto-like the page. So if it was a fan page, we can have them like the page as a result of going through our application. And very, very cool stuff. So all I'll do is now that's done. And this is the 4th step. Okay, this is one of the final steps. We'll enable the opt-in mailing list, okay, because we obviously want to capture the email of these people who go through our application into an autoresponder so we can continue to promote to them on a regular basis afterwards and bring them on as customers who are repeat customers. So all I need to do to get that is I need to go over to my Aweber account. This is my Aweber account that I've set up. Aweber is an email client, which obviously gives you the ability to email out to people and do broadcasts, follow-ups, any type of email marketing that you'd like. And then I just need to copy this, just one-click copy, go back to this, and then paste it in here. And as Steve said, yeah, paste in code. Very simple and very, very cool. So all we need to do now is we just need to go over to enable Facebook share, which will enable people to share our message with their friends and also invite them to whatever it is that we're getting access to and all of that cool stuff. And then we just need to enter in the title that we want. So for that particular event, it might be, obviously this is Wynn's Chilo Bar, and I'm not sure what Chilo means. To be frank, this was our designer put Wynn's Chilo Bar as the image for this. So I'm just going to put Wynn's Tasting Night. And we'll put exclusive invite. So they can only get access to this ticket over Facebook. Invite. Cool. And now we need to enter a description. Okay, so we need to enter something that is to do with this particular topic. So all we need to do is we just need to enter in join us on the 16th of June. Tickets only available here. Cool. So something grabbing, something that it says it's exclusive, and Thomas is saying it means it's ladies' night. Cool. And I'm also getting some questions to explain the GoToWebinar tick above, and I'll do all of that later on. Okay. This is I'll create the application that we've done before. There are a number of different applications we can create through this thing, but for now we'll just focus on this one application, and then we'll say join us for a, or just say this will be a fun night. Cool. That's what we need to do. And now if we want to make it so when they click the image, or when they go through and they've got access to the application, then what we need to do is we just need to tick on Show Print Button. And what that means is when people go to the reward page, we've done it in a way that people can just automatically tick or print that coupon out themselves really quickly, and then they can bring it in store really, really easily. Then we're on to the final step, where all we need to do is we just need to assign a particular website which we want the site to go to, or which we want the application to be associated with. So in this case, it would be just normal. It would be just Wynn's. We'll do review magic submitter.com. Okay? And if we wanted to add it to a particular folder, then we could do that. We could just put that, and then that's added to a particular folder. But for now, we just need to add it to the main page. And then we would just say generate FB app, and then the FB app is completely generated once we get the pop-up which will say, would you like to download your application, which is here. Cool. And once that's done, then it's just simply a matter of uploading it, following the instructions, and then basically we just need to connect it with Facebook, and then we have an application online. Now, this process, previously, before we had been able to develop this particular application generator, it took a week of development work, and it took thousands of dollars of a developer actually doing it. So this in itself is pretty cool, the fact that we can generate these things. It's 20 megs or whatever. You can just upload it, and then it's done. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now we'll go back to here, and we'll just go through the final slides. And then all the questions, I'm getting a ton of questions right now, which is really, really cool, and we'll answer that nearing the end of the presentation. So the average small business is average revenue, according to Stats USA and IDC, if I can view it as well, is $3.6 million. Okay, the average small business has a revenue of $3.6 million. Okay, and 9% of that is allocated to advertising. And $288,000 every single year. That means that $288,000 every single year is in advertising, which means that businesses on average, small businesses on average, spend $24,000 a month on marketing and furthering their message. Okay, so businesses are spending a lot of money on advertising right now. Okay, but there's a problem. Okay, they're wasting their hard-earned cash, and they're wasting it on yellow pages, newspaper advertising, and all these other methods. Now, when I say wasting, I say this quite strongly because we've tested these methods. We did a Yellow Pages test a wee while back, and we spent $900. We got $200 back. We got a whole ad. Okay, took out a whole ad in our main country's newspaper. Okay, and that whole ad we spent $10,000 for one of the local businesses I was working with, and as a result, we got literally 0 people through the door. We were watching the website. We were seeing if there was any traffic lists. Nothing happened. And we've also spent we went in and tried out radio advertising. Okay, this was a test because the business I was helping was, no, this will work. We've got to do this. The people are saying that it'll work, so it'll work, and it didn't work. We ended up losing a lot of money as a result of that as well. So these are all traditional methods. They are starting to go out, and I guess one of the reasons is also that people are so I guess continuously seeing these types of methods, and people want to be engaged. They want to be they want something new. They want to be appealed to in a different type of way. And this is an example of why that's the case, okay? This is a graph. I need to get the stats from Win about where this was exactly taken. It was on one of the business websites. But it shows internet marketing leads, okay? These are email leads versus traditional leads, okay? So basically, internet marketing, in $10,000 spent, this particular company where it was able to generate 700 to 800 leads. And they spent $10,000 on radio advertising, and they were able to generate 200 to 300 leads. TV advertising, they spent $50,000, and they were able to generate 500 to 600 leads, and so on. So you can just see from this graph, and all the information that I've gone in, all the tests that I've done in the past, that businesses are spending their money on marketing methods which are not as effective as online marketing, or is not as effective as what we can do over Facebook now. And business owners really know two things about getting customers. Number one, the old methods are too expensive and don't work anymore, and that their customers expect to find them on Facebook but have no idea how to use Facebook to engage their customers. And we're getting this more and more people are asking us, how do we get on Facebook, because the other methods that they've been trying are not working. So what this means is if we were to take a look at some of the businesses that are out there, we could very easily find businesses that do have this need, that do need help with this stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just go over to Facebook, and I'll just give you a quick example of some businesses which need our help. Okay, so I'll go to Facebook, and we'll start off with what's a local business. We've been dealing with a beauty salon, for example, a beauty salon. And I want to tell you why this is so important, why these people on Facebook, why these businesses on Facebook are so good. Okay, we search for businesses on Facebook. We just need to go in the search bar, search for a business. We can see more results if we really want to, but what we want to do is we want to select pages, and that's where we can find businesses. And the big thing about this is that these companies, these businesses, are already on Facebook, so they understand the value that Facebook has for their business. Okay, they know that they need to get on Facebook. The problem is, though, that in doing so, obviously they're not able to get fans. Okay, and they're not too sure why they're not able to get fans. So I've gone into a beauty salon. Let's just have a look at this page. Okay, someone started up a Fabulous Ronnie beauty salon. Okay, this is a person from New Province in Bahamas. Okay, this is an interesting example. And they've started up a page though, but they haven't been able to get any traction. They haven't even bothered updating it. And they know the value of Facebook, but they've just gone on, probably when business is slow, just for the sake of it, they've gone ahead and they've gone and put up a page, but haven't actually done anything as a result. So let's say hairdresser. That might be another example, hairdresser. And again, we see a number of hairdressers down here. Very few of them actually have a number of fans. If we click on this one, Stylos, for example, we can see that if we go down, yeah, they've barely updated their page. There's really no traction here. They've probably just got on Facebook hoping that they can do something. They haven't been able to tap into it themselves, and as a result, they've just given up, it seems. On September 7th was their last update. And these are businesses that we can help, okay? The Stylos is saying, only 62 fans. Wake up, guys, and promote this group. Hurry up, guys, okay? They're desperate to get people to Facebook. They're desperate to get fans to their page. And this is where this application can come in and really help these businesses. And another interesting trick is, often when you go to the info section of these pages, you can actually find who owns the page or if someone's put their name on the page. And we've found this on a number of times that we've actually done it, that we've been able to find the actual business owner, get in touch with them over Facebook, and this is really an easy method of finding out whether they have a need without even having to talk to them face-to-face or anything like that. You can just simply get in touch with them and say that, hey, we may be able to help you, or I'm able to help you with what you need. And it's quite obvious that this business needs some help with their Facebook marketing presence. And that's quite obvious, isn't it? Okay, so now we will get back here. So basically, with all you know and with what I've discussed here, you've got the ability to obviously find businesses who need help. You can see why businesses are not getting fans. They're not getting likes. You can see the frustration. And you also know how Facebook works, okay? Click 1 if you know how Facebook works, okay? Push 1 if you know how Facebook works. I'm getting all sorts of ones. Exactly, exactly. And that's one of the biggest breakthroughs that you can make. I'm getting a 0.75 from A. But exactly, if you're pushing one right now, you've got all that these businesses are looking for. Often they don't even understand how Facebook works. They just want someone to explain to them, hey, how this all happens, and give them the right recommendations to actually help them. And that's the fact that you are experts right now because you know something that that business does not. Okay, and all you need to do is just fill in a few more gaps as to how to get a number of likes to a particular page, or how to get exposure over Facebook, how to build a list for these particular businesses, and you're the expert. You can help these businesses with what they need, and as a result, get paid very handsomely for that. So let me ask you a question. What kind of businesses right now do you use on a regular basis? Or can you think of, or maybe you have some friends that have a particular business and they need customers, or we had a few messages before that saying that they were in real estate and they were having trouble. So let me ask you that question, okay? And if you can think of anyone right now, put it in the chat box, and we'll just see what type of businesses we can think of that actually need this stuff right now. Now, I've given you a few examples right here, and that is that we've got cafes, restaurants need businesses. Barbara said plumbers, dentists, from Scott. Heidi said coffee shops, exactly. Mitch has said massage, I guess massage parlors, that is. Or I'll give you a few funny comments, and it's moving so fast that it's hard to read it out. But the basis is that we have a number of businesses of all kinds that need help. Bill's just said contractors, exactly. And we've got Andrew saying auto electrics, and Bill saying nonprofits. Exactly. That's a good point, Bill, because I was just talking with someone just a few days ago who's dealing with a number of the big nonprofits who actually need help over Facebook, and as a result, he's able to do a lot for them, and it's all sponsored. Churches, party halls, gyms, dentists, financial planners. And Steve's basically saying everyone who needs customers, and that's right, Steve, exactly. Everyone who needs customers needs to get on Facebook. So really, there are businesses everywhere that need this stuff, and they need your help. And one of the reasons that this is really so good as well is that a lot of these businesses have tried these other methods. Okay, now if you're on offline consulting right now, then you understand that when you talk with some of these businesses, you know that a lot of them have done the whole SEO thing. A lot of them have done the whole PPC thing. And maybe it worked, maybe it didn't work for them, but the fact is that there are a lot of people who are constantly going up to them and saying, well, hey, you should try SEO, that's further your business. Hey, you should do this. And so many people have told them about those methods that a lot of them have just switched off to those methods, okay? But the big thing about Facebook is they know they need to get on Facebook, but no one right now is actually out there telling them what they need to know about Facebook, and the ones that are, I can tell you right now, don't have access to Facebook applications. They don't know how to drive the tons of likes or the tons of traffic that you've seen in this presentation itself, okay? And they don't have the tool that can do this for these businesses, okay? And that's one of the big things. Businesses, because they haven't heard of this, they're always looking for new ways to get customers. They're always looking for new ways that they can extend their business. And one of the biggest things for them is they would hate for these applications or any type of Facebook marketing material or anything to do with Facebook to fall into their competitor's hands, because that means that the competitor would be tapping into that market which they don't have access to. And that's one of the biggest points that we talk about when we're helping these local businesses is that, hey, you're positioning yourself in the right way right now because everything's moving towards Facebook right now, okay? And you're going to position yourself to really capitalize with the tools that we can provide you and also with what we can do for your business. And that's really, really good. And thanks, Kaja. That's cool. Excellent. And yeah, Jason will sort that, no doubt. And that's one of the big things, okay? So we need to make sure that or we have something right now that businesses need, and that they're really, a lot of them are really excited. They can't wait to actually start using this, and that's one of the experiences that we're having. So it's really, really cool. And that's really where you come in. Okay, with what you've seen in this webinar and what you've seen and the experience you have in the online marketing that you're doing right now, I know that you're on this webinar because no doubt you understand that online marketing is huge right now. Okay, and it's exactly where you need to be. Okay, there's so much opportunity, there's so much need out there with local businesses, and one of the big things that I want to emphasize is right now you have everything that you need to go out and start implementing this. Okay, and with a few additional tools that can really just jolt things up and help you to get those results for the businesses that need customers, then hey, you can really help them. And that's one of the big things that when I realized that, when I first got into offline marketing and dealing with these businesses, the big wake-up call really came when I realized that, hey, I could actually really help these businesses with the knowledge that I had. And you've got everything that you need right now to start doing that. Okay? And obviously that's why they want you. That's the reason that they want you, because you've got this information that they don't have. They don't have time to be on to go around and do a lot of this stuff. They're so tied up in what they're trying to do. They're so tied up with their business, often for a small business, or even with larger businesses. They're so tied up that they don't have the time to have perspective on the market. They don't have the time to do the right research. They don't have the time to learn about Facebook. Okay? They just want someone to come along and help them to get customers over Facebook, okay, or in whatever means they can. And if you can successfully do that, then what can happen is that they'll happily pay you thousands of dollars in order to do that. Now, for this particular application, what we're doing and what we're advising people to do is actually have businesses pay $1,500 for the initial install and then $300 to maintain the application per month after that, which is fantastic. And we're actually finding that recently we've even got businesses that are offering us 5-figure contracts to get these applications to them because they see such a big opportunity. And for businesses who previously thought these were only accessible to big companies, this is nothing for them. And they can see the opportunity, they can see how important this could be for their business and what it could really do. So it's really cool. So we charge $300 to maintain this application and to keep it running through Facebook and continue to gather them customers and build their list and get their message out on Facebook. And just like TC Bradley, TC is an example of a guy who came into the course. Now, if you've heard of us before, TC was one of the first guys to get in and start implementing the Facebook information we had, and he made $1,250 his first week doing that. Now, recently, TC, as soon as he heard about these Facebook applications, he actually went out and he got a hold of the application, and he went out and in his first week got a contract for $1,550. Okay, a local business wanted his help and said, hey, well, we'll pay you $1,550 if you can set one of these applications up. And as a result, he's getting paid really handsomely. And just a matter of days ago, a student of ours who got into the course, what he said is he said, well, that he's been dealing with these larger businesses, and that now he's looking to get $20,000 per month, every single month, from these companies for implementing these applications for them. Okay, which is really, really cool, and it's pretty exciting. So the fact is that you don't even need to leave your home. As I said before, and as I showed you before, there are a number of means to find businesses, to find the right types of businesses. And there's actually a website called socialbakers.com, which is actually a really good one. I didn't get time to go through it before, but write it down right now if you've got a pen in hand, socialbakers.com, because it basically shows you up-and-coming pages. It shows you businesses that are starting their pages but not getting much traction, and you can instantly find these pages that need your help and be able to contact them and reach out and then offer them the opportunity to get more customers with these pages. And that's Social Bakers. Okay, what I'll do is I'll type this. Jason, if you want to type that URL into the chat box, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll get it.
And yeah, Beth, that's exactly right. Social Bakers. I'll just say yes and send to all. Cool. There we go. Excellent. So let me show you what I mean. So basically, businesses are hungry for a marketing hero. And let me ask you a question right now, okay? How many businesses that you know of, okay, how many businesses that you know or can think of are using Facebook applications right now? Now, literally, there are very, very few, okay? Literally zero, apart from the Herbal Essences example that I showed you before and bigger companies. And in your local area, I can almost guarantee that there are no one using these applications. And how many marketers can you think of that are also using these Facebook applications to tap into those markets? Okay, zero. There are literally none, if not very few. Obviously, you know me, and there's probably a couple of others out there that are doing it, but very, very few right now are actually getting access to these applications. And one of the reasons for that is, obviously, they're not vastly known as a method for using over Facebook, and many people think they're unattainable. So you don't need an encyclopedia of knowledge to become that local business hero. And what I'll do is I'll just go to the next slide. Okay, and businesses will come to you handing out, literally wanting to get you on board, and they're more than happy to pay you for this, which is really, really cool. So you can actually start producing a really, really solid income as a result of helping local businesses with these Facebook applications. So let me introduce you to the package that we have here. Now, this is the application generator that you saw before, the FB App Generator. Okay, and what this has the ability to do is it literally in 60 seconds you can create applications. Okay, as you saw before, I was going quite slowly, but we still got through within a couple of minutes, and you can literally create these within 60 seconds. Okay, and also we have the ability to auto-like a page. Now, I was asked a few questions about what the functionality that these applications had, or the various functions that you can do through these applications, and I'll go through that now. So we can also viral share, or we have the ability to virally share these applications through Facebook. Okay, we can put email marketing on steroids by within a couple of clicks capturing people's email address into our autoresponder and then continually promoting to them on a regular basis. Okay, or do this for local businesses who need our help. Also, we can really get a customer explosion with viral Facebook events. So now I haven't had time to touch on Facebook events here, but there are so many cool methods that you can use for Facebook events. And I'd love to see, I'd love to be able to show you one of the videos. We've actually got this is in part of the course, but one of the videos of a business that was implementing this locally. Okay, they were implementing Facebook events with a Facebook application, and it just blew up. Okay, and I was literally in front of my eyes, it blew up. So Facebook events are one of the most viral parts of Facebook, which you can combine with this application generator, which is really cool. Now, also we have GoToWebinar profits. Now, I had a question here about GoToWebinar. One of the big things about GoToWebinar is, I mean, we're on a webinar right now, okay? And one of the big things that you can offer particular businesses, and this is what we're doing as well, and we're seeing this happen more and more, is while you're capturing email addresses into this business's database, you can actually offer them a service to help them boost the money they're making with those particular subscribers, or boost the amount of exposure, or get their message out in a new way with GoToWebinar. Okay, and you can do that with this application. What this application does is it combines Facebook events with email marketing, which is obviously an autoresponder, and it combines it with GoToWebinar and posting on the wall. So we have 4 different things that this application, this GoToWebinar application part of this generator can do. So when someone hits the page, okay, someone's maybe interested in a health presentation, okay, and they want to learn about how they can get healthier. They want to learn how they can feel better about themselves. They go to this particular event, which is run by a local company. Then what happens is, within one click, okay, when they click that allow, what happens is they get added to GoToWebinar. They also get added again to the email database so they can be promoted to in future. They also have the ability to share on Facebook with their friends the fact they're going to this really, really cool webinar, and at the same time they're added to a Facebook event, so that calendar is shown in Facebook so they don't miss that particular event, which is really, really cool. And also Facebook events, the way they spread as well, that also gets the message out. So more of their friends can see that come through, and then as a result of that, they can actually go through this application, and then the business is actually getting more people to the webinar. They're also getting more people coming into their email subscriber list, and as a result, they're getting mass exposure through Facebook and tapping into a Facebook in a whole new way. And also as a result of this, what we have is we have FB Cash 2.0. Now this is a bonus that we're adding in with the FB generator today. Now you may have heard of FB Cash 2.0. If you haven't yet, what it is it's literally a 50 video complete course and series about how to implement Facebook for businesses, how to drive traffic. Okay, this is outside of applications, and we've got all the training with that application in itself, so you'll be able to go and plug in and do all that and have all the information that you need. But this is if you want to take things, if you want the complete business in a box, then this is what FB Cash really will help you with. Okay, and we've had a number of people go through FB Cash, and within the next week of going through, they're making over $1,000 as a result of going through that course. So it's just really, really exciting. We go into text marketing, how to combine that with Facebook. We go into a number of different steps, how to drive traffic over Facebook and everything. But the main thing that I want to really emphasize is the fact that the reason that I'm doing this webinar on this application is because this is the biggest opportunity right now. This is a supplement that can help you to further other parts of your business. Maybe you get a business on board and they want to help with the application, and then you can say, well, maybe we want to integrate text marketing with that application, or maybe we want to integrate Facebook pages. Let's get a customized Facebook business page for you maybe. And that's where this course comes in. So it's really secondary to what you'll be obviously helping businesses with. And in there we also include a number of different templates which you can apply and help as well as a bonus. So let's say you get access today, and you're able to, say, get 4 people on board with these applications in the first month. Now, if you're helping them, and they're paying you $1,500 as a result of these applications, then for those 4 businesses, it's going to equal an income for that particular month of $6,000. Now, that's just 4 businesses, okay? That's just 4 businesses. Now, that's an entire 4-week period, okay? Just getting 4 businesses on board, $1,500 each, then it's $6,000. And then after that, you've got to remember that there's a recurring monthly cost as well for these businesses for you to maintain it for these businesses. And the thing is that businesses are going to be happy to continue to give you that money as long as their application is up and running and gathering them customers. And after 6 months with this same platform, if we do the same on that 6th month, would have 4 people go in for $1,500. That would equal $6,000 profit there. But then the big thing here that I want to emphasize is the reoccurring monthly income. This is one of the big things that I really enjoy about helping these local businesses. Okay, it's because once you help them once, you can set up systems and or with this application in particular, you can just set it up once, continue to maintain it, doing a little bit every single month, and then continue to get paid by these customers. And as you can see, it adds up over time, and you'd obviously be up to $6,000 recurring monthly income by the 6th month. Now, if you were to continue with this, just 4 businesses every single month for a 12-month period, then that would equal a recurring income of $13,200 per month for each business, which is quickly going to turn into a $100,000 business just in your first year alone, which is really, really cool. So keep in mind that you're also able to continue earning at least $93,600 every year in passive recurring income as long as you maintain the applications for that business, okay? And that's going on the platform that $1,500 to set up one of these applications, okay? That's for the setup. And then after that, $300 on a monthly basis to maintain these applications for these businesses. And businesses will happily pay you for that because obviously they've been dedicating a big chunk of their marketing effort to traditional methods that simply are not working for them, okay? So they'll be more than willing to do this as long as their application is up and gathering them customers on Facebook. Okay, cool. And really that easy, cool. And if you're ready to make money right now, then this package is exactly what you need, okay? And what I also want to emphasize, what I did before, is that no tool is really complete without crystal clear step-by-step guidance. And that's one of the things that we've really we really want to emphasize, the fact that with these applications, even if you've never gone through and you've never done any of this stuff before, Facebook is new to you, we go through every single step of the way and help you to be up and running. And if you're advanced, then we give you everything that you need to get up right away and get off the ground running. So it's really, really cool. So here's Mo Goulet. He's one of the guys that is really pushing this right now. Mo is, he got into the course back in January, okay, into FBcast, and he got the app. And since then, he's now generating an income of $20,000 on a monthly basis, just simply dealing with local businesses in his local area, and that's solely with Facebook. And we also go into, yeah, cool. And we also have TC Bradley. And TC, as I emphasized before, he is a guy that's really doing some cool things. Okay, he made $1,550 in his first, $1,250 in his first week. And then when he got access to these applications, the next week he made $1,550 as well. And now he's got someone on board which is helping him out. And he's actually built this into, it's building into an empire, really, which is really, really cool. So the app generator itself, with the amount that these would usually cost, $9.97 is well below what it would cost to develop one of these. We spent thousands and thousands of dollars getting these applications developed, and so well, let's just say if you were to get this application developed yourself, $9.97 with the price. FB Cash, we would usually, or the value that we put on that is $197, and then the light-based scripts themselves, they cost us quite a bit to create when I think about it, but $97 is the cost there, and the total value would be $1,291 of this package. Okay, that's the entire package. And I've shown you how more than 100 million businesses around the world are desperate for a solution that you can give them today using the Done For You application generator. Okay, and if you were to give or have someone make a customized Facebook application, it would cost you at least $2,000. And the one thing that I want to emphasize about this also is that you would not have the functionality. Okay, once you create this, you'd have to get into the code, and you wouldn't be able to make the changes that you can easily make with the application generator. We went all through this because we wanted these applications, we wanted to use them for our clients, and the first ones that we created, we weren't able to actually get access to change anything. Okay, we're not actually access to do specific applications or have one fill specific roles. Okay, if we want an events application, that was the only application we could develop. What the great thing about this application generator is that you've got access to a number of different applications that you can generate. You've got so much selection and so much that you can help these businesses with. It's really a complete toolbox, a complete Facebook application toolbox. Is really cool. And no matter which way you look at it, this package is worth at least $1,500, or the price that I said before. And I want to make this simple, so there's absolutely no doubt that this is the best decision that you can make in 2011. Okay, for a limited time only, you can get the instant access to the complete FB Cash 2.0 system and FB application for a one-time simple payment of just $147. Okay, but what I decided to do is, for one time, we're going to, on this webinar, introduce this at just $97. Okay, at just $97, you'll be able to get this today. But after this webinar, that's not going to be the cost. It's going to be increased to $147 because we can't simply have this out there at this price for long. Okay, and one of the other things that we're going to offer is, previously we decided to do 5 licenses. Okay, what would basically happen is you'd get the application generator and you'd have to get additional licenses, would offer a certain amount of licenses. But today, because it's Jason, obviously, and I've been looking forward to this for a very long time, for a limited time, or for now in this webinar today, you'll be able to get unlimited licenses for this FB generator. So you'll be able to generate as many applications over the next year, over the next 2 years as you want, as many businesses you can help as you want, and that's going to be really, really cool. And there's also a 100% no-risk satisfaction guarantee. Okay, you can try everything today. 60 days no risk, and for whatever reason you're not happy, or there's something or you want a refund of your money, quite simply, then you can simply get in touch with us and you get 100% of the purchase price back. Okay, and if you would like to get a hold of that right now, you can go to fbcash.com/Jason. Okay, that's fbcash.com/Jason. So I encourage you to go over there right now and get a hold of this application generator, and you'll be able to start generating these applications right away. Okay, so what I'll do is, if it's, I'm going to take questions in just a second, but what I'll do is I'll just go across and I'll just show you what's in the course exactly, so you get a good indication of what you can get inside. Cool. So this is the inside of FB Cash 2. Okay. So what we have, I'm getting a number of questions coming in. That's cool. Excellent. And okay, cool. I'll handle that in just a second. And so FB Cash 2.0. This is the entire course. It goes through everything that you could know about all types of marketing and promotion for Facebook pages. Okay, I want to emphasize that's Facebook pages. Facebook pages you can promote to businesses. We sell, or I guess, give businesses the opportunity to get pages for $650 per piece. Okay, $650, and they're quite happy to hand it over, because, you know, when you think of a website, that's far more usually. Okay, so that is pretty cool. So this is all about promoting that to customers and also getting additional likes. Now, if we see the app generator, I'm getting some questions about the training involved as well, and we give you everything that you need to get this application up and running, and also get it out and find the right businesses to help, okay, and really start bringing in money with this application generator. So what we have is we have a number of different segments here, and I want to emphasize as well that we're continuously updating this course. Okay, once you get in here, any new updates, any new information, we make sure that we give upgrades, and this is, for us, this is what we continue to work on and build, because this is the main part of our business. Okay, we are promoting these to offline businesses, and that for us is a significant portion of what we do. So it's important that we pass that on to you. And as I said before, when I first found out about these applications, I ran a webinar directly so I could get this out to everyone and tell everyone about these wonderful applications and see what people came back with. And this is really a community that we're building here of doers who are doing some really cool stuff with applications. So we're going to a bit of the training. We've got the introduction here, which goes into, obviously, the various basics of Facebook applications, just so you really know what permissions are, examples, all of that. And we've got all these different things here. And if we go down, we've also got a lot of information about local business marketing. And a number of the parts of local business marketing are covered in the FB Cash 2.0 course, okay? And we've got an application section in there as well to help you with that. And so that's also covered in there. And then we have a number of bonuses, VIP content as well, which is basically interviews when we interview experts about certain parts of Facebook and certain parts that they're doing. Okay, a lot of these guys are earning a lot of money over Facebook, and they basically just show us how they're doing it, what they're doing, and there are a few golden nuggets that are really picked up as a result of that. And if we go back into FB Cache 2, we can see also the templates are in here. And one of the things that we're going to do as well is if you never have generated applications before, or generated or had pages before, we're actually adding in a really quick iframe generator, which will allow you to quickly and easily create one type of template here, which is the main one that we use. So you'll be able to get access to that as well. Okay, well that concludes that part of things. So if anyone's got any questions, we'll start answering them now. And Jason, if you're there as well, I can see that you've been helping out, which is cool.
Yeah, as much as possible. There's been a lot of questions.
Excellent. So what I'll do is I'll go through. I'm seeing that, yeah. Cool. So what I'll do is I'm going to go back up a bit, and we'll just have a look at some of the questions.
Yeah, let me answer some publicly, because I think a lot of people are having some just simple questions that we can clear up in one fell swoop. First of all, what I understand about this package, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but the app generator is a way to basically create the viral traffic, to build your email list and do all kinds of other stuff that businesses and people in general would pay you a lot of money for. FB Cache 2.0 is good training on how to get traffic through Facebook.
How to get businesses on board with business pages, okay, so custom business pages, and that's really an add-on, okay. We wanted to add that in mainly because you're providing them with applications, but if they do want to go that extra step, if they do want help with their Facebook pages, then FB Cache will provide the help that they need.
Yeah, it sounds to me, Sam, like between all the different pieces you've put together in this package today, that it pretty much runs the gamut from you're starting on Facebook to here you are, and to the point where you can use it yourself to have success with it. And I know because we have affiliates using your app generator, Sam, to promote our products as an affiliate.
Cool.
Yeah, we saw it the other day. I said, I know who they went to. And so, I mean, you can use it for your own purposes. You can use it for local businesses. And basically, Sam has a very comprehensive push on Facebook. Now, one of the most powerful things in that is the apps. And so Sam showed you some of the ways that you can set up apps for people or for yourself. One of them is to promote a webinar. One of them is to build your email list. Another one is to deliver a coupon and other viral elements as well. And so, and it goes on and on and on. Now, what's really cool about Sam's training is there's a lot of training on how to use these apps and how to make money with these apps. And so if you realize the power, yeah, it's cool to build an app and people will pay for that, but I don't know exactly what applications to use these for. Sam covers that in the training area inside the app generator, correct?
Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't have time to cover on today, but we go deep into what type of businesses you should be helping and what way you can help those businesses, whether it's coupons or whether it's certain concepts that are really going to help them. We've had a lot of experience with that, so that's all.
Yes. Now let me ask you this question, just from the app generator. I believe it only supports 3 autoresponders. Is that correct?
Yes, that's a good question. We are looking to add more autoresponders in the next update. Okay, that'll be coming very soon. But for now, we have Aweber, we have GetResponse, and we also have MailChimp. And we'll be adding iContact to that. That'll be the first one we add. And then if there's any suggestions, feel free to email me, and I'll add that into the next update.
Yeah, as a fellow developer, I know how hard it is to integrate with multiple autoresponders, so you don't have to tell me about why you only got 3. I understand that. The cool thing is Sam has added MailChimp, which is free, by the way. So you can use this regardless of whether you have any of the other GetResponse or Aweber. Just sign up for a free MailChimp, and you're golden. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's your solution there, and that's cool that you have MailChimp. But yeah, otherwise, just get Aweber. No big deal with that. So that's basically all I had to say, Sam. What I know how powerful this is. Like I said, I made Sam told me I got this app generator, and I typically, when I hear people say that, I think it's a piece of crap because I've seen quote-unquote generators in the past, and they've all been very lacking. And so I said, well, what can this do? Sam says, it can do this. And I go, well, just show me. Because I had like 100 things that I was interested in right away. So I made Sam get on Skype with me, 5 in the morning his time, and walked me through, and I asked questions every step of the way. I said, do this, do this, do this, now do this, now do this, and he couldn't even keep up with me before I tell him to do the next thing. But I saw the potential in it. I saw how powerful it was. And, we've been trying to get the webinar for 3 months, and as soon as he showed me that, I had him booked immediately because I see how powerful this is. And I know once you sign up and get in the members area and go through his training, you'll see how powerful this is too. It has my highest recommendation related to Facebook, and if you've noticed, a lot of our business lately has been centered around Facebook because we believe in how powerful it is. So my last call to action, fbcash.com/Jason. What I'm going to do, Sam, is it's like 8:30 my time. I'm going to be done for the rest of the night because I got the family, If you want to stay on, though, and if anybody's got any more questions, you can stay on as long as you feel is necessary, as long as people are asking questions, Sam. Feel free to keep this webinar running as long as you wish to. And anybody who wants to stay around and ask Sam some more questions, for as long as he's willing to be game to answer them, feel free to. So I'm out of here, though. Thank you for attending, everybody. But stay on if you have any more questions that you want to ask Sam. Thank you, Sam.
Cool. All right. Okay, sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'll get into the questions now. And if you have any questions,